Hi, boys and girls. Today we've got Tony in a shop putting up together the juice bike, if I'm not mistaken, and also we'll definitely discuss how I have fixed my big problem on my heavy ass bike. So make sure you stay tuned and watch the episode. Take care.
How you doing, guys? This is the Juice Scrambler. What is it? Scrambler 2, right? Yeah. Hyper Scrambler 2. Hyper Scrambler 2. This is Alex's new bike I just put together. Very nice bike. Check it out on Tommy's MadMaxMan.com. Follow. Like.
All right. I know you guys been waiting for this video for probably a week, a little bit over a week. So whatever happened to my bike, as you guys know, I was pretty upset because my bike. I originally was washing my backyard, and and what happened was my bike had issues, working. The motor wasn't really spinning the right way. It was just pure mess, and the Kelly was throwing a code where it said failed to identify hole sensors, right? And that one hole sensor was off. I just think the whole thing was screwed up. But anyway, so long story short, you always call everybody, so, oh, dude, what could it be? What could it be? You do research before you sit down in front of the bike and start playing with the wires and all that. And before I even researched it, I drew a conclusion that it has got to be a wet throttle. And even Tony says, dude, it's got to be a wet throttle. It just there's nothing else that could go wrong with this damn bike. It's like when you put it away for the winter module, you rode the bike. You rode it Wednesday and Thursday. Friday was raining, and it was just crazy. So long story short, Saturday came in a week later, and I said, let me take a look. And I started at about 9 o'clock p.m. on Saturday, and I mean, I changed the throttle. I have changed to a second throttle. I changed to twist throttle, thumb throttle, side thumb. I mean, I've done all kinds of throttles, and it was the same exact thing. I've done the recalculation of the motor. It's still the same problem, same error, right? Can't find can't identify the hole sensors. So now, long story short, I call up Tony at about 9 o'clock or so, and I says, dude, while we talking, while we having a discussion, what could be possible? And he says, yeah, dude, it's got to be the throttle. I'm like, definitely got to be a throttle, nothing else. Um, I'm sitting there, and I'm talking to Tony, and I'm kind of playing around with the wires, double checking all the wires. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. This black wire from the face wires, right? They are like loose, you know, and I've noticed that the black wire was completely not making any contact with the opposite side from Kelly. I'm like, wow, this is Tony. Like, what the hell, black wire? What is that about? And of course, it's a negative. Like, an idiot would know that. I just did not think uh, of it whatsoever. But that wasn't the issue. That's the whole thing. I believe was part of the issue because the black wire in the and the socket wasn't making a connection. I believe it's 5 wires, uh, black, red, green, yellow, and something else. I forgot. I know there's 5 wires, right? So and so we hang up. He had to do something, right? So he hangs up. I continue playing with the wires, and I'm trying to do recalibration recalibrate the wheel, and it's telling me the same exact thing, the same error. I can't find it. So of course I says, you know what, screw this. I'm going just to rewire the entire Kelly, right? Especially the face wires. Goes from hall sensor to face wires. Um, so I'm sitting there, and I believe anybody could make that mistake, and it's not really a mistake. It's like you never think about it, right? Because it's what you see. So what I saw and what I was checking was the wires that were already attached. Of course, I have different wires that aren't attached. So that was normal for me to look at the wires. Is that okay? This wire is not connected. It's all good. But now I saw this one wire that had black heat shrink, and it was detached, and it doesn't look like it was pulled. It doesn't look like it was ripped. It doesn't look like it was cut. It doesn't look anything whatsoever. But it was detached, and it so happened it was the green wire. So we already established that black wire is the negative, and green wire is always the signal. So now I'm saying like that completely makes sense, because if the wire is not sending any signal to the whole sensors in the motor, nothing could be done. The Kelly will never identify and locate the hole sensors in the wheel. So that makes sense. So at this point, I'm like really happy, really ecstatic, and just totally jumping up in the air. And I'm like, oh yeah, I probably found the problem. So I end up putting a brand new uh, socket, okay, or connector, whatever you want to call it, um, with from the motor. I put nice thick wires, and I get a bunch of different connectors from AliExpress, which cost me literally a couple of dollars, and it have saved me so many times that I haven't found it. So long story short, I was able to cut the wires, making a nice beautiful connection, solder all 5 wires. Right? I can't. Man, I remember black, yellow, green, red, orange. I don't know. Anyway, five wires. That's all it took. 5 wires. Which in those 5 wires, one wire wasn't making a connection, and one wire was completely disconnected. So it's like, holy crap! What are we like? What's going on over here? And I'm lucky I found it, because again, your mind plays a joke on you, because again, you literally looking at the wires, and you're only looking at the wires that are connected. You're not looking at the wires that are not connected. And when I made a decision and my decision was to rewire the entire Cali. I said, let me start from these wires, which was the phase wires. And I looked closer, and I said, okay, so where's this wire goes, where this wire goes? And finally I found it. But I baffled my mind, saying like, how is it that this wire is disconnected? It's maybe when I was pulling out the battery, I yanked on it, but it didn't show any sign that it was pulled. It looked like it was actually cut, and I know I don't cut any wires on my bike, so I was like, wow. So yes, we are back in business. We have liftoff. The bike is running beautifully. The motor is running extremely nice, as it did before. There's a couple new settings that I've noticed and I've learned on Kelly. More controls. Um, Also, we did the smart battery monitor. That works excellent also. And we're still waiting for a couple things. I've ordered a bunch of things from AliExpress, and slowly I'm getting them. Tomorrow we got to shoot over to Tony's because I ordered a brake lever for hydraulic cutoff, and he used it, as you can see in my shorts, this video. He used it to activate his rear brake light, and I really like that concept. I think it's a great safety step forward because it's a bright light, it's a big light, and not every bike or not all of the bikes have that feature. And I think it's extremely important to have something where it tells the other car behind you that you're braking, and it is must have. There's no way around it. For me, it's a must have. For me, it's always the headlight and the tail light. And I had some strobes here and there. It was just bullshit. It was just completely ghetto. It looks stupid. It takes the entire mean look from the bike to like, hello, I'm like a UFO or some sort of dumbass bike that has a bunch of lights blinking. It's just retarded. I totally hate that. It looks stupid. So no go. I do want that brake lever. So we're gonna stop by Tony's tomorrow. I should have stopped today, but I was so tired. It's Monday, and I was just like, man, by the time I pick up a couple of things, it's going to be late, and I'm going to be late to work, and it was traffic. It took me like an hour and a half in the morning to get to work. So it's like, holy crap. And people don't know how to drive because they have a hybrid car and they have to sleep. You just can't win. Anyhow, so tomorrow we're going to stop by Tony's. We are going to pick up the brake lever, see what's going on. It was working totally fine. I was about to transfer all the wiring and everything to the bike, solder it, extend the wires, and it would have been great. It would have been working just like his, you know. Um, so we're going to take that lever, see. I'm not sure if I can work. I mean, I'm gonna wait for people to give me an answer. Uh, I don't know, but so we'll probably end up taking that lever. I really wonder if I change the magnet, would it work back again? But I don't know. It looks like we're gonna have to order another lever, and I'm going to order a set, which is gonna be like $32, free shipping and handling. So, but again, we gotta wait a month, and then once we wait a month, it's gonna come in, and hopefully, both of them are going to work. So we're going to do that. After we are done with that, we might actually also bring a spare battery. Me and Tony are thinking of doing a 96 volt project, a motorcycle project. See how that's going to come out. See what's going on. See what we can do with 96. It's only going to be a 20 amp hour battery, but it's going to be 96 volt. So he's willing to put that onto a test. Then what else we've got? There's a surprise still with the mail is coming. Um, okay, yep, we have to return the throttle for Tony. So I didn't even use it, to be honest with you, because when the time came to do the bike, it was Saturday, and I actually got the other throttle on a Saturday, so it was epic. And of course, I found out it was not the throttle. So, not that the throttle was waterproof. I don't think it is, but it's water splash proof, you might say. That kind of thing. So, it is what it is. But these are the plans. I say I got a bunch of things coming from AliExpress, and as they come along, we will do a quick review. I should be doing a review on those levers, um, hydraulic cutoffs, just because I want everybody to see. I mean, everybody's seen it, and just not everybody knows how you can manipulate, that cutoff. Like Tony have used it on a brake light. So became pretty cool. But anyhow, I got to sit in traffic for another year and a half, an hour and a half. If I had to sit here for a year and a half, I'd probably go crazy. But I got to sit here an hour and a half, get home, relax for about an hour and a half, do homework with my boy, and after I'm done with that, probably, most likely, we'll hit the gym at 9 o'clock. Today we're going to do chest. I like to do my chest on a Saturday. Yeah, on a first day back, which is Monday. Then Tuesday do my shoulders, and then probably Wednesday do my back. Thursday do my bicep triceps, and Friday probably do my legs. Get a week like that. I love working out, and that's not gonna go nowhere. And luckily, my wife also now likes to work out, so it's awesome. She's getting great results. She's been over a little bit over a year, and man, let me tell you, she's a rip cookie. All right, guys. So until then, be safe, drive safe, ride safe, and man, you need to refuse to sit in the traffic with your car. I wish I had a bike right now because this traffic is ridiculous. Until then, take care.